Now, talking today about prophet Haggai in the minor prophets in the Old Testament. And I want to start at the end. This is the very last verse of the prophecy of Haggai. In that day, says the Lord of hosts, I will take you, Zerubbabel my servant, the son of Shealtiel, says the Lord, and will make you like a signet ring. For I have chosen you, says the Lord of hosts. And I wanted to talk about this idea of being like a signet ring. Now, the photo is my signet ring. Now, it's very special to me. Actually, I don't wear it because it's too large for me. It's too big. And I'm worried it's going to fall off. I'm going to lose it. It actually belonged to my grandfather. Now, my grandfather was also called David Moffat. And so when he passed, the family decided I should get it because I was the one with the same name and therefore the same initials. And you can see on the ring itself, it has the initials DM. And one of the things about this ring is at one point in its history, and I don't know when, it was broken and there's a little mend on it. And I think it's my grandfather who made the mend because he was a plumber and a gas fitter. And so he would have welded the ring back together to fix it. And when we were living in Canberra, I took it to a jeweller and I said, look, can you make this ring smaller so it'll fit my hand? I said, but don't break it where it's already been broken because that's my grandfather's fix and I'd like to keep that. And he said to me actually, well, if I break it again, the ring's going to be even weaker. And so he refused actually to do it. So I keep it in a drawer safe. Anyway, signet ring. What was a signet ring for? A signature, yes. Sorry? A seal or a stamp. That's right. So in olden times, a king, for example, might have a signet ring. And he would use it, a letter would be written, and he would use it to give his stamp or seal to prove that it actually came from that king. Now, it's become a more decorative thing these days, and I think my grandfather received this probably when he turned 21, and it was a gift of significance, but it was more symbolic really than functional. These days, what do we do instead of signet rings? Sorry? Using a stamp? I'm thinking of something else. Sign with a pen. Or electronic these days. Sign with a pen or your passwords, which you keep on your phone. You think? So you think about all the passwords we have these days, and they are to prove that you are who you say you are. So you can't be going to the bank, or someone can't be going to the bank in your name and transferring money out of your bank account when it's not you see. Now that's what a signet ring used to do. It used to be that level of security that people had to prove that it's the person who says, they identify who it is actually that's saying what they're saying. So it's a very significant thing, and we lose that significance in modern days because we have to think about passwords. So this man, Zerubbabel, my servant, the son of Shealtiel, is being made like a signet ring. He's been given a great deal of power, and the Lord is using him to make a proclamation or to say something or to establish something. And that's what's going on in this prophecy of Haggai. So it's a lovely little image. Right at the end of the book, we're going to think a little bit more about the story of Haggai later on in the service, but well worth just keeping in mind as we go along.